So for our next part, as for the qualify the lead stage, you're going to go on your LinkedIn and you want to message the contact or the lead that you just prospected, basically through your different methods, and you want to start your business. You want to give him a pitch, contact him and try to set up a consultation meeting. So you're just going to go to his thing, go to his profile. So we're going to use Dan as an example, and you're going to add as a friend if you're not already friends with him. It'll be right here by the send message button, and then you're going to send a message. Click send a message, subject, pleasure to meet you, and then just say, hey Dan, let's do some work. You get the picture, and just hit send. Now if they don't email you back, if you send a message and they don't get back to you, then that's when you would go to your email and just do the regular email. And then once you do message them, you want to keep track of it. So that's what I'm going to explain next. You're going to go to your SalesForce, and here's Dan R. See, I added a picture for him. It's a new feature. So we're going to go down and we're going to log a task. So we're going to click new task, and subject is intro pitch. Type, it was a message. It was due, let's say we did it today, and you don't need to notify anybody. Due date, name, it was for the lead, it was for Dan, that's the name for his room. Phone, that would be his phone number if there was one on his lead. Email, that's his email. Assigned to, that is the person that actually is going to do the task, or did the task. Around Lori's, but it would be my profile if it was me. And let me just explain something. The subject is what the task is about, and the type is your contact methods. So there's call, in person, text, email, message, online mail. So we did a message. And then due date is when it's due and when you did it. Status, we just did it today, so we're going to put completed, but let me explain these to you. It's not started means you didn't start the task yet. In progress means you're doing it. Completed means it's finished. Waiting means you're waiting for someone else to do something. And future means you got to do in the future. So we're going to go completed. Priority, it was normal. Comments, say reply back. And then we're going to say Dan reply back. Create recurring series of tasks. We don't need to do that because it's not we're not going to message and intro them every week or something like that. We don't need to send a reminder if it's already completed, but if it wasn't completed, then you would remind yourself that. So we're going to complete it. And then we're going to say save. And in activity history, type is a message, priority is normal, and at last modified due date, and save right here. And then we're going to, the next thing as part of the qualify lead stage is when you get the business cards, you want to star system them. As it says in the client process system, 0 for none, star 0 for none, star M for office meeting, star C for get coffee, star L for get lunch, star D for get drinks, and star F for not interested, which is also in meeting type. So we're going to meet with him at the office, as it says right here. So we're going to go up to new event, and we're going to schedule a meeting. So it's going to be a consultation meeting. And he's a lead. It's the type of person he is: lead, client, affiliate, vendor, family, friend, partner, or other. He's a lead. This is not an all-day event. Let's say we wanted to do it. It's tomorrow. Assigned to be Brian. If I was looking at it. Location is where. We're gonna put Dan's office, or you can put the address. But we're just gonna put Dan's office. Or you could put the address in here or something else. You could say, 100 Route 70, Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And this actually will correlate to your Outlook and also Gmail once we sync everything. You can create a recurring series of events. Let's say if you want to keep meeting him, you can set yourself a reminder. we'll set yourself a reminder for 8 hours at a time, or maybe 1 day at a time. To 8 hours. You can set it at different times. You can attach a file if you want to attach something, attach the services you think or a brochure you want to bring with you. You can just click attach, click choose file, and you'll find it right there. Cancel for now. So then you want to, so once you're all set, double check everything. Once you're all set, just click save. And then scroll down, and there it says consultation, open activities, which means it's still in progress. Go there. And then you can also send an email, so you can go to, or log a call. So say you want to call Dan, you log a call, you say you called him, to ask information, you called him about, I don't think you have to do this one. In progress, that was completed, you called him already, hi, and you talked to him about, say you talked to him about Philly, going to a Phillies game. Phillies, Mets, Phillies, Yankees game. Hit save. And there it says call. Do priority type. The call, the priority normal, assigned to. So that you can also log a call when you actually call. I mean, you can have a history. This history will go a couple lines. And that's what you want. That way, your supervisor or manager can see what you're doing. So once you do that, then the next thing. So we went over the calls, the tasks, the event. Then there's an email. So then if you want to send an email, you can send an email through your Outlook, through Google, which will go right to this as well in your activity history, or you can send an email through SalesForce. So click send an email. Let's say it's to Dan. So we'll find Dan at rsco.com. Subject, consultation meeting. For this purposes, we're just going to call it Dan at dan.com. And we're going to say, hey, let's do some work. To work with. And then you hit send. And we'll send a test email. So we'll send it. Oh, it didn't work. That's right, because we have to actually send it to a contact. But once you do send it, it'll go in the send the common activity history, and the email status will be right here too as well. And it's fine. So that's the activities and event history section. And then, so the next section is step 4, determination. You want to choose a temperature status for your lead. So let's go over that one, because I remember I was going to explain it to you. So cold means does not want to do business with you, but will stay in touch. AKA, you can also consider them a networker. Or if you haven't even said, if they were researched and no one's contacted them, they'd be cold as well. Cool means you met them once, showed small interest, wants to meet down the road. If it's a future meeting and they put you off, but they're a little interested. Or if they were or if you lost them, which we'll go over later in a sales meeting, they'll be back down to cool. And or if they they don't really met with you yet or at all. Mild is the default setting for the lead. Mild is we met, contacted them once or twice, they showed some interest, average interest, and wants to meet you soon. And that's what, if you meet them at networking event or get a business card from them, then it's usually mild. Or if you get an email from them, that's usually mild. Then warm. Warm is if you met in contact with them a few times, they showed good interest or request us, and they want to meet as soon as possible. That's warm. That means they're very interested in doing work with us, and this is the best type of lead there is. And then there's hot. Hot means that they've been in contact, they show a lot of interest, they're ready to do business, you can convert them, and they're pretty much signing the dotted lines, and you can convert them as once they're hot into a client, or into a affiliate, or into a vendor. And loss is the worst one. Loss is actually when you went up to them in a sales meeting, you actually lost the sale, or they don't do business with you anymore. You classify them as a lost lead or a lost client. Or right before the sale, they would actually be lost. And that's that one. And then you would prepare for the rest of the termination page, prepare the info and services brochure, go over the checklist, make it right here, go over your services you can provide for them. And once again, if they don't respond to you, just make them cold. And if they do respond to you, you may want to make them warm at that point, because that means they want to meet with you. Just make sure you keep changing it. Okay, and then after that, they want to have a consultation meeting. Bring your A game and show them what's up. All right, we'll continue in the next video.